vice chairman of all parties Hurriyat conference, Sabbir Shah, has called upon the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres to take a serious action against India for widespread genocide of Kashmiri people by its brutal forces in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Sabbir Shah, in a message from India's notorious Hurriyat jail released in Srinagar, stressed the United Nations chief to come forward in a big way to resolve the Kashmir dispute in accordance with the relevant United Nations Security Council resolutions also signed by India. He expressed deep sorrow over the Indian illogical stubbornness, ruthless killings, and random arrests in the besieged territory. He pointed out that the Kashmiris' indigenous freedom movement, bearing legitimacy and recognition by the United Nations, cannot be deterred by Indian military power. All-Party Hurriyat Conference leader Khadim Hussain, in a statement issued in Srinagar, said that Narendra Modi's fascist Indian government is seriously hurting the religious sentiments of the Kashmiri Muslims by advancing its Hindutva agenda in the territory. He strongly condemned the authorities for forcing students and teachers of all Kashmiri schools and colleges to participate in the Hindu religious festival Surya Namaskar. The High Court Bar Association of the occupied territory, in a statement, urged India and its local administration to immediately release the Kashmiri political prisoners detained under Draconian Laws, Public Safety Act, and Unlawful Activities Prevention Act in view of the grim COVID-19 and Omicron situation. It said that the threat posed by the third wave of the pandemic is of a serious nature for the inmates languishing in jails of India and occupied territory. Mishal Hussain Malik, the chairperson of Peace and Culture Organization and wife of jailed Hurriyat leader Muhammad Yasin Malik, said that late notorious Indian General Bipin Rawat had turned the Kashmir Valley into a hell. Mishal, in a statement issued in Islamabad, said that Bipin Rawat was RSS worker and Modi's right hand for his brutality and prejudiced behaviors against the Muslims. Pakistan has condemned the increasing harassment, illegal arrests, and registration of fake criminal cases against journalists and civil society activists in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan's Foreign Office, in a statement, said that the attack on Kashmir Press Club yesterday manifestly reflects India's entrenched use of brute force and coercion to forcibly silence those raising voices against its horrendous crimes and egregious human rights violations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Meanwhile, instead of releasing journalist Sajad Gul on court orders, the occupation authorities implicated him in another fake case to prolong his illegal detention. Gul was detained in an Indian Army raid on January 5th, days after he posted a video of a family members of a fake encounter victim while raising anti-India slogans during a protest demonstration in Srinagar. Journalists held a protest demonstration in Rajouri against an attack on a fellow member by the goons of an outsider construction company in the district. The journalist, Imran Khan, was attacked after he raised the issue of massive traffic jam due to construction work by the company. The journalists associated with Press Club Rajouri blocked the Gujarpandi Chowk in protest. They demanded registration of an attempt murder case against the contractor of the company.